Alright, here we go, guys. TAW versus RadicaL. On Summit, round 1. And we got TAW starting as Marines in Atrium. We got RadicaL starting as Aliens down in Sub-Access. They're doing a 2-1 split with their 4th here sprayer as a Gorge in Ventilation. I'm sorry, a 1-1-2 split. Down we got TAW, Unter, and Proma coming in from Summit Reception, taking a couple pot shots into the vents as they move into Crossroads, where Ek is sitting right on there at the top, watching them come in. Power node blueprint has been dropped. 2 Marines now coming, Cellar and Yaluzin, coming from Glass Hallway, entering Data Core, where 16 and Any are in there. We're just going to look at their view as they're right there in the top, and here comes the pounce. Any takes down Cellar. Wow, nice job, and Yaluzin goes down. That's kind of a reverse death cam, and those guys are moving into Reactor Core. They're going to apply pressure onto that RT, and here we go, Unter and Proma in Summit. They came back from Crossroads, and now putting a little bit of pressure down this hallway here, up against Ek, who gets a little bit of chip damage as they move back into Crossroads to continue building there. While Any is taking down this RT, we see 16 on the roof there, jumping down at Yaluzin. He's taking a little bit of damage. Yaluzin might go down, and he does. Evil TK coming up around the corner, a little bit too late. The damage is done. That RT is gone, and those 2 are out of there and escape through the vents. RadicaL coming through Summit Reception into Crevice. 94% on that RT as they start working that down. Half of a nice base starting here in Crossroads. We've got an armory going. Mines have been the only one researched. And look, RadicaL starting with a Crag Hive. You know what I saw all yesterday in those rounds is everyone that played Aliens yesterday actually went Shift Hive, and I'm seeing Shift Hives go as the first hive right away. But in this case, RadicaL chose to get Carapace and or Regen as their upgrades. They have 1 shell down right now, so only 33% effective until they get up to 3 shells down. Those shells, again, costing 20 each, so 60 for full upgrades for the Aliens. Pretty expensive. 2 shells now have been completed. Levsteel and Sprayer coming into Crossroads to check everything out. Nothing is there. Marines have left. Proma and Unterscore are coming down into Sub-Access, applying some pressure to the main hive. Let's take a death cam look at Unter here as he's with Proma, and he does go down. The death cam does work, and Proma now is alone in there against Ek, and Rika ends up getting eaten. And meanwhile, while that push was happening, Yaluzin, let's go get the death cam on Yaluzin, see what's going on there as he's there with Phantom. Phantom ends up going down. Yaluzin takes down Sprayer. He's in trouble, 65% health, and the death cam strikes again, and Yaluzin ends up going down. This base in Crossroads is in trouble. Basically, the armory's already down. Levsteel is the only one left in there, 44% on that RT. TAW completely out of position at this point. Trying to scramble to try to get some units back out on the map, do a little bit of map control. Proma and Unterscore building up the RT as Yaluzin and Cellar move into Crossroads. They have assisted, RadicaL has assisted all the way into Data Core. You see that Drifter building up that shade. Unterscore and Proma coming in to Data Core, welding each other up. It's a rule for you pub players, never leave your base without a welder. And they're moving into here. They don't see much because of that shade. I mean, there's nothing much in there, but they do. That Drifter is cloaked from that shade. There's a shade hive right, or I'm shade hive. There's a shade right there, and we're seeing now Sprayer. All of RadicaL coming in to push these 2 out of here. Successful. Unter and Proma go down in a flurry of teeth. Meanwhile, back in Atrium, we're seeing Levsteel doing a little bit of IP harassing. He does get out of there with 7% health as they try to fix that IP. Evil TK in Computer Lab alone up against 16. and he's going to be backed up by their lurk, Any, and he's going to run in, try to get some sort of flanking maneuver against Evil TK. Wow! Any takes him down with that lurk, just flies across him and bites his face off. Proma and Unterscore coming in from Reactor Core into Glass Hallway. Proma taking a nice shot up against Sprayer in Reactor Core. Data Core Hive now has been dropped. It is cloaked. Unterscore and Proma coming into Data Core. They do know it's there. They do know that there's a shade there, cloaking everything. Got those annoying Hydras that just get chip damage every now and then. They're moving in. Hive at 45%. The Gorge is dead. Here comes Any as that lurk trying to get them out of here. He better watch out. 45% on this Hive. I'm gonna get, oh my god, here comes all of RadicaL coming in here. Proma and Unterscore are in trouble. They get taken out. 16% grown on that Hive, 35% health, and RadicaL does save that Hive from getting taken down. Cellar Phantom moving into Reactor Core. Meanwhile, we have over down in in sub-access, in Crossroads. We got 67% on this RT, Levsteel and 16 moving that along. Big fight happening here in Reactor Core. Shotguns are out. Phase Gate Tech is researching. Armor 1 has been completed. So now with those shotguns in Armor 1, it's going to help them just a bit. A 4 Marine push from TAW coming in here. Yeluzin getting attacked from behind, but this does take down Levsteel. Look at this great welding that's happening between these teammates. So important to keep that armor up, especially after any type of scuffle. There comes down the scan. We're seeing these 4 are working in Data Core. Meanwhile, over in Computer Lab, we see Evil TK building up in Computer Lab. Phase Tech has been completed. We've seen a power node has been down 90% built on that power node. They could drop a phase gate right now, kind of behind here, but there's too much of RadicaL now responding to this attack, and TAW is going down left and right. Look at that welder kill! Welder kill, Proma against Rika. Thought I'd point that out. I love it when those types of kills happen. And Reactor Core, 24%. RadicaL doing a great job keeping TAW pinned in here. Meanwhile, Evil TK has moved from Computer Lab into sub-access, taking down Rika, working on the shell. Here comes Eddie! Takes his head off from behind. That shell at 33% health, and now another 4 Marine push coming from Reactor Core. Unter decided to go back up towards the base. It looks like they are going to be either dropping a phase gate soon. They have weapons 1 halfway done, and now these 3 Marines, look at it, they're running all over the place right now, not staying together. And there goes Cellar. And now Any is just there, throwing spikes down that Hive corridor. Wow, nice job. Bite from behind against Yeluzin. Reverse death cam strikes again. Data Core, I don't know why that came up again. Evil TK, Unterscore, and Cellar Phantom moving in from Reactor Core. Coming down into Crossroads now. Looks like they're changing their tactic just a little bit. 5 RTs for TAW right now. Let's look at the graph. 6 lost for them, but they've kept them up. Meanwhile, RadicaL has stayed at 3 for quite a long time, since the 1.5 minute mark. 26 to 27 on team kills, so pretty even there. And again, being the new build, being build 250, it's still too early to see and to call who's going to win and who's got the upper hand. Right now, I can call just a little bit that it looks like RadicaL is outplaying TAW. There looks, oh, and a fade goes down as he's getting out of Atrium. Oh my goodness, great shot by Maximus, getting pinched there between Maximus and Yeluzin. Just got that fade as well. Ek over in Crossroads as a fade. They have 16 as a fade now as well, just popped out, so they're down 1 fade. The only other person closest is Sprayer at 32 res. Now these fade, there's 3 shells down. They have full carapace and regen. Biomass 2 has started at the Hive. If you guys don't know, Biomass now unlocks upgrades for your life forms, and 16 is there in Glass Hallway, just taking down Evil TK. Wow! 20% there. He was sandwiched between these two Marines, and it looked like he was going to overcommit on that fight just a little bit. But remember, these new fades, you know, when they hear those LMGs, it's a little bit safe. It's fade versus shotgun now. It's where those fades really need to be careful. You know, a few shotgun blasts, few well-placed shotgun blasts can ruin a fade's day at the office. Spare and Levsteel taken down in the RT in Computer Lab. Meanwhile, Yeluzin and Proma building up a phase gate there in Crossroads. It's more of a base phase gate so they can expand out. Crossroads, a very popular location for the Marines to expand to. Advanced Armory is almost done. Armor 2 is almost done. Watch out behind them. Ek streaming in these two fades. Ek and 16 up against these two Marines. Doing no killing there as they stream in, but softening them up for these two skulks come in there. Sprayer and Rika. Whoa. And I am rubber banding. I don't know if everyone else is rubber banding or if it's just me. So Super SARS, yep. Okay, so they're calling lag. Server is really lagging right now. Everyone's lagging. Okay, oh, it's back. It's back. Alright. It is back. That is not going to affect the game at all. It was only for a few seconds. Alright, so Evil TK in Crossroads. Underscore comes through. Any shooting spikes down into Crossroads. We still have we have a push coming into Atrium, Levsteel, and Sprayer. But those shotguns are really paying off. Underscore taking down Sprayer, Yeluzin taking down Rika, and Underscore taking down Levsteel with that powerful shotgun now. Advanced weapons have been completed, so the flamethrower and grenade launcher have been completed. Grenade launcher now costs 15, down from 25, I believe, and the flamethrower costs 25. Damage on both weapons base damage has been upgraded on both weapons, but they do not benefit from weapon upgrades. Underscore trying to corner 16 as he tries to get out of there, and another Fade almost gets pinched as well as they try to blink through. Meanwhile, down in Computer Lab, little skirmish ends there with a Marine dead. That was Yeluzin. And now 3 Marine push Data Core, Proma, Underscore, and Seller coming into Data Core with these shotguns. These fades got to be careful. Now, if TAW stays in this tight pack right now, it's really, really going to help them out, because as these fades blink into this pack, they're more of a chance of 3 shotgun blasts landing on them at the same time, which is just going to ruin them. So this is a smart tactic. Stay together, stay in a group, so that shotgun spread has more of a chance of hitting as they blink in and out. Look at them, keeping everyone welded up as the attack runs come in. Look, very, very... Oh, great job by Ek as he comes in, takes down Proma, stabbing him through the heart. Here comes the other 2. And wow, getting annihilated here in Data Core. And Shade Hive has been chosen for their second hive. Fight happening here in Crossroads. The phase gate is down. Great job, RadicaL, taking that down and taking away that threat. We're seeing 16 working on the RT in Reactor Core. TAW is really hurting right now from all that loss on the map. Losing those engagements were extremely, extremely critical. That Shade Hive is going to give access to Veil structures. Veil gives traits to the aliens, Aura and Phantom, which are 2 new traits in Build 250. Personally, I love Aura, which lets you see through the walls and see the enemy health, so you can actually plan your ambush and see which Marine out of a pack has almost no health left or has the lowest health and go after him first. Phantom combines silence and camouflage into 1 trait now, which is also fun. Phantom Onos is always fun. But personally, Aura is just amazing. I love having aura when I'm pumping. And now a big RadicaL push coming into Atrium. Here comes the beacon. RadicaL not gonna bug out of there. No pun intended. Phase tech has been lost. They did destroy the observatory. The higher life forms got out of there. The lurk and the fade. Ek coming in. He's a very, very aggressive fade play I'm seeing here. At least, you know, almost vanilla fade play. I know that in the new build, fades have to tend to be a little bit more careful. Veil has been completed, so they do have access to Aura and Phantom. And if you look at what's happening on this map, TAW is just getting pinched left and right into their base, into their main base. Two of them have snuck out into flight control, building up flight control RT as RadicaL is assisting in there at the same time. 16 and Annie. 66% on the reactor core. Here comes Proma. Let's get a death cam on him. As these three Marines charge in. Oh, and Annie goes down. Lurk down in reactor core. I don't know if you guys caught that on the top right of your screen while I was specking Proma. So they have lost their lurk.
Under attack.
And just a little bit of a base rush, not a rush, but harassment from Levsteel from just a single skull coming into Atrium. Two Veils now have been completed, 66% effectiveness on Aura and Phantom. Working on that RT again in Reactor Core. RadicaL doing a great job harassing TAW's economy, even though TAW has stayed pretty much good with RTs rebuilding them, but they've kind of lost in the last few minutes. 14 have been lost since the beginning of this game. Proma, Underscore, and Seller in Reactor Core, staring down glass hallway. We're seeing that 16 as a fade has gone Phantom. See him cloaked there. Maybe we can kind of get from his point of view as these Marines, they don't see him at all. They looked right at him. Flashlights and everything. Oh, they saw him because he moved. He's like, oh shit, get out of there. Alright, Underscore, Proma, Seller, and Yalusin. Now, 4 coming into Data Core. We saw jetpacks just a little bit ago get started to be researched. 3 Veils have been completed. And these guys are just getting annihilated as they come in. You know, the best thing to do, I think, at this corner, especially as aliens, is start pot-shotting into here and get the aliens to fight you in this little area here. Don't move into here where they have all this area to expand out to and evade your shots. Because if you can get aliens fighting in a corridor or in a tight spot, you really limit their movement options and their evade options. Especially if you have a shotgun. Shadow Step now has been started research. Umbra, Bile Bomb, all these life form upgrades have been researched. They have 6 biomass right now for the aliens, so that's going to unlock 6 life form upgrades. Big fight happening in Atrium. But TAW there, ready to meet that. 2 fades still on the field. Annie is back as Lurk. And with that Umbra, it is just so crucial. Now that Umbra has been completed, Umbra, when you spray Umbra Cloud on your units that are fighting, it's a 3rd damage reduction for bullets that penetrate that Umbra Cloud to your life form. And the thing is couple that with bullets missing, and it's pretty good damage mitigation. So here we go. Jetpacks have been completed, and these 4 Marines are moving in with jetpacks and heavy weapons. We got 1 person with a flamethrower, and flamethrowers, dude, look at that hive just melting. 59%, nice bone wall there. Here comes RadicaL to try to stop them, and they are all over the place. Seller goes down, Evil goes down. You're losing the only one left. He is with the flamethrower, 39% on this hive. We see that Proma is still there as well. Yalusin drops that flamethrower. Proma is the only one left. Oh! And Ek goes down in Data Core defending it. Underscore is still flying around and they're trying to get him. He ends up going down 22% on that hive. Wow. What a great defense there from RadicaL. Great job. That was a huge and very expensive push for TAW. And being on 2 RTs right now, I don't know what else they can do. Their personal res is so low. 3, 4, 15, 7, 3, and 3. It is just so low. I don't know what they can do at this point. They're trying to build up their economy back. RadicaL, look at RadicaL's economy. They just stayed at 3, then 4, then 3, then 4 again. They've only lost 2 harvesters. TAW, as you can see, not really focusing on that alien economy. They're up to 5 now. RadicaL is up to 5 harvesters. Nice job with that ink cloud from that shade. Trapping Evil TK there with that bone wall. And now they're coming through here. If they can kind of bait the aliens a little bit into this tight hallway, that would just be a better area to fight. We see 16 trying to come through, 35% on that hive. It looks like they're just going to try to snipe it from far away. And if they can hold off these aliens streaming in there, it's going to be really tough. And grenade launcher coming in. Cellar Phantom coming in with that grenade launcher. I don't think he's got enough cover. Looks like they're going to really try to focus on him. He can't. Oh, and he does go down. He doesn't have enough support. Grenade launcher Marines really need that support. They're almost like personal arcs. You have to protect them because it's really hard for them to get an alien off of them when they're all just biting around their feet. All right, and we are seeing here Underscore and TK fighting off a fade. 16 taking down Underscore. Here comes the rest of TAW. If we look around the map, nice ink blast there by RadicaL's comm. That would be Rika. We see Rika expanding into flight control and into crossroads. And with 6 harvesters right now, they can do so much. Looking at the res graph right there, and there's the good game from TAW, knowing that they could not break this. It was inevitable. Don't want to waste more time. Let's get to the next game. RadicaL takes that 1-0 here on Summit. 22-minute game. Good game, RadicaL. Very strong alien play. We're just going to wait for that official RadicaL wins. There it is.